if you do not. I just wanted to share with you, we are working on a super secret project for you all. And regardless of what happens, you will definitely see it by the end of this year. If everything goes well, it'll actually be part of an anthology and a Kickstarter, but that's all I can say right now. So just wish us luck. We're in the home stretch with drafting. It's due on the 15th. So we're having a ton of fun with it. It's from Mad's point of view. So you'll actually get a window into seeing him a little bit. But in the meantime, I thought I would show you a little bit about homesteading in the Pacific Northwest and some of what inspires the crow shifters, although it does not look like there are any crows around at the moment. We had some this morning, but if I see them, I will definitely show them to you. Right now, we just have songbirds and a whole shit ton of blackberries, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So for those of you that aren't familiar, blackberries taste really good. But there's a type of blackberry called a Himalayan blackberry that grew in this area. They were brought in by Luther Burbank. And they got off of Mercer Island, and there was not any, they're not native to this area. And so when there's an area in the forest that experiences what biologists call a disturbance, i.e. there's a fire or a tree comes down in a storm, something that opens it up to sun, then the blackberries can just proliferate and they create these really huge brambles. So all of this is a blackberry bramble. And the canes on these suckers are huge. This is an example of one, and this isn't even the biggest one that we found. But this is one that I actually cut today, and you can see, I'm trying to do this in a way that doesn't totally wreck my hands, how big they are in comparison to my fingernails. And so the mitigation methods, we use what's called integrated pest management. Now that I'm saying that, I think the I stands for something else. I'll look that up. We're actually literally taking a forest class right now, so I should actually know that. But basically what it means is you're using multiple different approaches. So you might use manual, you might use chemical, you might use biological, which is like goats to come and eat your blackberries. We're using a combination of manual right now and equipment. We have a pretty heavy duty brush cutter that's actually on the other side of the house at the moment. But I wanted to share this with you because the second issue that we have is ivy, which is beautiful. And you've probably seen those beautiful mansions in England with all the ivy all over them. In the Pacific Northwest, ivy is not good. And in fact, the state of Washington just outlawed the sale of English ivy because of how not good it is. And it's funny because my herbal instructor said, well, what are the uses of ivy? And so I actually have a homework project to look up the medicinal uses of ivy plants, which there is actually medicinal use. But if you can see down here, I've done a lot of clearing already. So but I love this so you could see it. These little like hairy roots grow on the tree. And so you actually need to pull them away from the tree. And this is not a great example because I'm not really seated very well to pull it out, but you want to pull it away from the tree because they actually grow clear up. And this one I cleared last summer, so it's mostly cleaned up, but I'm probably wearing the wrong shoes to be walking around on blackberries. Usually I come out here in my boots, but I didn't to do the video. So this is an example of the ivy that actually grows clear up the tree. And it's symbiotic, like it won't kill the tree, but what it can do, and this is an example of it, if it went all the way up into the crown, it creates what's called a sail effect. Because as you can see, all these leaves here get caught by the wind and then it'll pull the tree down because it'll actually create too much weight. And So I don't know if you can see this, but there's a tree right there that looks like it's got a whole bunch of brown on it. That's a tree that I actually girdled the ivy last summer. And so it's died to clear up the tree. And then the trees behind it that have all the ivy, that we still have to girdle. And a couple of those trees are actually dead because the ivy got into the cambium layer of the tree trunk. And the way that trees work, I didn't know this until I took forest class. The tree in the inside of the tree is actually dead. Like that's just the wood. And it grows as the tree gets bigger. And so the cambium layer is on the outside, just under the bark here. And so where all the nutrients go up and down the tree is just under the bark. And so it can really interfere with the tree doing its thing. And like you can see here, there's staining because I cleaned this one a couple weeks ago. This actually doesn't look quite as stained, but it was right when I got it off. This was all like wet and kind of punky, and I actually damaged the bark right there by accident. But it'll in a healthy tree, it'll heal itself. Just kind of like if we get, cuts. So there you go. But this is the progress report of the blackberry mitigation, and I've been starting to collect it because you need to get it out of there and let it die. But I wonder, what other shifters do you see out in this forest besides crows and ravens? There might be other types of shifters, right? Stay tuned to find out more. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye, guys.